Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 703. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around, hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships, so if you do decide to subscribe and support my channel, thank you very much. And the last thing I want to say is, if you are interested in a little bit of a free mystery reading or some free mystery messages, check the description box down below and make sure you read the whole thing, especially the limit, so you know what you are fully getting yourself into. I just burped, which is funny because I didn't expect, because I haven't eaten anything. I woke up not too long ago. But burping for me is a sign that something here needs to be let go. And I thought that's interesting because I am listening to a meditation right now with like one headphone to help me focus on doing this reading, and it's an audio that's about helping you let go. I've been getting this energy a lot in readings, that there's something here that you need to let go, even if you haven't been watching those readings. This could be confirmation for somebody as well. Especially because I just burped again. I purposely do it quieter because I don't, I do try to do a vibe here and I don't want to ruin the atmosphere. But I want to show you the bottom of the deck. It is the King of Cups. In the upright, I wrote generous, compassion, control, more like self-control, balance, and diplomacy. And the author wrote, man over 25 years, only take what resonates. If these don't resonate for you, that's okay. It could just be extra, more specific confirmation for somebody. It also says blue eyes, fair or brown hair, gentle, emotional, shy. I feel like that applies to a character. This is either pointing out your more gentle, emotional, shy self or someone else's. We all have this side, I want to say. The King of Cups, his strength is being, well, at least with the way that I interpret it, is having emotional self-control, because this king knows that's what he deserves. And gender doesn't matter, it's just symbols and everything, so only take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. But I want to get into interpreting the number 703 now. The number 7 is about wisdom, awareness, learning, growing. You may be going through spiritual awakenings, maybe not. My eye is bothering me right now, which I feel like is a sign to trust yourself, because, I mean, the symbol of an eye is pretty, I would say, mysterious. It is on my channel. So it does have significance for me. So there's like a focus here on your third eye, your intuition, which is interesting, thinking about what the number 17 means. You're really being encouraged to sharpen your intuition. And the best way to do that is to heal, to remove some of the darkness and the confusion through healing. Yeah, that King of Cups energy makes sense. There's a strong energy here on your emotions. I almost even wanted to listen to a meditation for your heart chakra. So maybe that could be a significant chakra for you as well. For me personally, that chakra is strongly associated with self-love. Yeah, the King of Cups has self-control because they are patient with themselves. They're kind to themselves. They don't take away their desire to hope and to believe, and I heard to pray, or maybe to be spiritually connected. I do believe that the Cups cards are quite strongly linked to spiritual energy. I feel like the strongest is fire, but yeah, there could be something here that you're passionate about. Maybe it makes you angry too, and you're being called to take action. The 0 represents a cycle. This is where this ending energy has really been coming through lately, but also when something comes to an end, there's also going to be a beginning. So you need to be focused on letting go, but know that you will get to embrace again, which I feel is an interesting way to say that. I feel like that's open for interpretation. There's definitely a strong spiritual energy, and I feel like a lot, part of it is definitely the music that I'm listening to. Maybe music is significant for you, yeah, because I just got confirmation of that through a vision. Death, either, I have this other card that I made. It could, life and death could be significant topics, or just, it could be more general, like loss or growth. There's really something significant here about change over time. The number 3 is about healing. I feel like I did a reading for this number before. I don't know why, but I didn't. I literally watched back the 2 videos to see if I mixed up the numbers, but I didn't. So maybe this reading is particularly significant for someone or for many people. Yeah, 3 is about healing. It's also, and part of that healing is expressing yourself. It's communicating in a healthy way, getting that frustration, sadness out. Maybe someone needs to hear that. You gotta remember that sadness or anger and numbness, rage, that is sadness's mask. There's like an innocence to it. There's something here that you're angry about, where part of you deserves to be angry, but what you don't deserve is for the anger to be taken out on yourself and your future and those around you. We could either choose to be destructive or constructive. Maybe I'm hearing you can't have it both ways. I really do feel like healing is going to bring you a lot of answers, a lot of wisdom, a lot of peace, a lot of direction. You might hear the construction going on outside. Oh, and I just heard the Italian word for to build, the verb. So I feel like your ancestors want you to focus on building, not destroying. There could be an important choice here, or many important choices that you really need to allow yourself to take seriously. Maybe to allow your younger self to take seriously. Adding up these numbers, 7 plus 0 is still 7, plus 3 is 10. There's a couple messages here. The number 10 for me is uniquely a sign that your spirit guides are near. They want you to know that they are present, which is interesting, because whenever I said that there was a significant spiritual energy here, I got caught on this word spirit on this box. So yeah, confirmation here that there is definitely a spiritual presence during this reading. I don't know, I feel like there's always a spiritual presence. You know, just sometimes we see it and sometimes we don't. If you want to see it, you can. Don't limit yourself out of fear moving forward. And it's okay to take your time, to find the courage, to do your best while you can, but the focus needs to always be up, not down. You know what I'm saying? And then in the number 10, in numerology, 1 + 0 is still 1, and 1 is about trusting yourself. So coming back around here, talking about your intuition. Maybe you feel guided in some way. Someone here could be very deeply connected spiritually. I mean, everybody has to have some sort of spiritual connection watching this, or else you wouldn't be watching. Even the curiosity itself is spiritual, in my opinion. But yeah, now that I'm done interpreting the number 703, I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Secrets of Tarot cards to see what your current situation is, what guidance there is for you, and maybe how the number 703 applies. I'm trying to remember to do that. Okay, wow, talk about choices. I have the Lovers in reverse. This is a major arcana card. For me, it's like, okay, so there are some tarot cards where I feel like they're also represented in, or there's some minor arcanas that I feel like are represented in major arcanas, but the energy is just stronger with a major arcana because it's more bigger picture. So there could be an important or very, very big decision or choice here with the Lovers. I wrote in reverse, one-sided, imbalance, and then there's a question here about things being mutual. There could be a disagreement. This is either outside or within, or it could be both. This really big choice to let go of something within or outside of yourself or someone. But know that letting go of someone does not mean ignoring the feelings there are there still for them. You can still appreciate those. So give yourself permission to do that if you haven't already. The Lovers here has it's associated with the zodiac sign of Gemini. There's something significant here about twins, and I just heard gemelli, which means twins in Italian. So your ancestors are, the twins feel connected to your ancestors somehow. That can be taken in many different ways, so if it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Upright, I wrote partnership, choice, unity, duality. The author wrote love affairs, romance building again within marriage, relationship, relatives, loving relationship you could share with a friend. This card is in reverse though. So it's very clear that one of the bigger message here for a certain group of people is that there needs to be a relationship or many relationships that you need to let go of that are not healthy for you, that keep this Lovers card from being upright, which means, you know, it's an energy that supports love for yourself. So that way you can get the love and support that you deserve outside of yourself. You deserve it to attract relationships that are built on love, not hate. Commitments that are built on growth, not decay. For others of you, this could be about releasing an unhealthy relationship that you have with yourself. There's a reason, for me at least, that there are big messages in the Lovers card about self-love, because choices, I feel like are a reflection of how we feel about ourselves and what we feel we deserve. So make sure those choices reflect your true value, your true worth, and I want to say your true identity. I feel like there's a lot of diversity in these messages. So if anything doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. There's a core message here for you. It's perfectly just as powerful. I mean, we're all in this together, in my opinion. But also, this doesn't have to be like something about yourself or another relationship. It could also be like a passion project, something that is related to your emotions, connected to your emotions. And it could also extend into your physical reality. And it doesn't have to. What I mean by that is this could be about just the relationship with yourself, or the relationship with yourself and things and people and opportunities outside of yourself. Twins makes sense, because then I'm being reminded here of mirroring. This concept for me related to manifestation, about how no matter whatever is going on the inside is what will reflect on the outside. So if there's chaos and decay going on the inside, that's what's going to happen on the outside. But if there's growth and peace, that's what's going to happen on the outside. So this is the choice you're making here. Are you going to choose growth and peace from here on out, or destruction and decay? Do you want to make this world a better, more beautiful place, or a worse, uglier place? You do have an impact. The number 9 here feels significant, and that's so funny because in this deck, this is the number 6, because when it's upright, it's the number 6, but when it's in reverse, it has the number 9. Wow, that's actually crazy. With this intuitive energy here, it really feels like someone here is being drawn or guided with a sense of purpose. So it's okay to give yourself permission to let something go, someone go, if that is what you feel called to do, to spread peace and growth on the inside and out. It's so important to know what you deserve, because that's a reflection of what you think the world deserves and what other people deserve. It's so important to understand how truly connected we are, which I do associate that message with the number 8 and letting go. So yeah, there's powerful messages here, strong messages for somebody, especially if you've been around when I was recording videos around like the 600s. Self-love was a huge message that was going around, that was spreading, which is interesting because that's like, I don't know, I feel like that's like an early number for me when I like really got into learning numbers and like their spiritual meanings. The universe, your spirit guides are definitely communicating with somebody, and so pay attention and trust yourself. I really like that. Is there anything else? Yeah, just more encouragement here to take your choices seriously. That's what the guidance feels like here, especially from your ancestors. They're really supporting you and helping you create a more fertile and abundant reality and inner world, you know? And how this relates to the number 703. Wisdom is, I mean, it's going to teach you a lot, that's for sure. There's a clear indication here that there's a choice here that you need to choose to let go, to move on, and to take care of yourself also in the way that you deserve. And I feel like this is going to be very healing for you, if even just the thought of it isn't already. I do feel that energies are kind of like rearranging on the inside of people and like on a global level. So there's a lot of movement here, there's a lot of change, and I feel like the universe just wants us all to flow with that change. When I'm being reminded of the number 10, they always want us all to know that they are present and they want to help. The spirit realm, I do feel like, is trying to connect more with us. Actually, I do want to share something, one last thing. Maybe I'm just saying the quiet part out loud, but to me, it feels like, you know, there's a lot of people like believe in aliens, and like there's all this drone stuff going on. And so it's like, what if aliens do exist, but they are more spiritual than we thought? Someone here could feel really called to mediumship, working with the dead, or something like that. Maybe you have the power here to help people grieve and to encourage more healing and growth in the world after you've already encouraged yourself to do that within yourself.